Good evening. Let's try this again. It's 10:35 p.m. on September the 26th of 2019. And these were pictures that were taken of the ships in the sky on September the 25th, yesterday. And I just want to show you these right here. You know, I probably should just see if I can click into this. Here we go. Yeah. That's pretty neat looking. I'm trying to steady this right here. I'm filming this from my laptop to do this live video so we can interact. That looks pretty neat right there. If you look at that, look at that. I'm not sure if what that is underneath there, but this certainly is a UFO ship, a white one. And this is one that appears in the photo quite often. You just got turned off your screen and the message said to just find another stream. Oh my gosh. Wow. Rachel, I'm not surprised, but that's okay. You know what? Here I am again. Yeah, this ship, I have never saw it in this type of clarity right now. Normally, what is seen with this ship is like the diamond-like shape, like this, and it looks like two great big ships together, but now we know that it's not. These are two familiar ships. Hello and good afternoon. These are the two familiar ships that show up in the photos, but I've never seen it like this before. So now this is what's underneath it. If we can get a little bit closer. These are a type of light ships. Yeah, that is so interesting. And if I find the photo that has this in it, let me see if I can go to my other page right here. I'm sorry about showing you that. I want to see if I can find the close-up of them together. Right there. There they are right there. This was taken actually on September the 21st, and this is the same ship that was taken around a week earlier, the same ship that we were looking at, and I've not really been able to see it so clear before. So yeah, here it is. That is really neat. Let me try to shrink that down. Yeah, some people say they look like angels. I had one person tell me, oh, those are meteors. Can't you see the trail that they leave behind? I said, meteors don't have big straight edges like this. And then the individual didn't say anything. Yeah, but that is pretty neat. To see them in this this type of detail. This is the first time I'm zooming up on them, and now that's why I like to do this on the live so we can talk about them. So these are the same two ships right here, and these are like a week apart, but these were in this orb, this great big orb ship. Oh no, I don't even know. There's so much that we do not know, yet we're finding little pieces and trying to put this whole picture together. We really are. Let's see. That is the same ship. These are the same two ships. It's good to have this comparison because this was 1 week earlier. This was last week on the 21st. And this was, excuse me, this was yesterday on the 25th. So you can see the change and you can see the clarity has been brought out more for some reason. And I really try to different techniques trying to bring out this by adjusting the colors, the filters that come in this edit to see what we can bring out. And I am thankful, you know, someone said, Gina, you should try to tone down the contrast and stuff because you can make these, what's behind there, you can make them pop out. You can get more detail. So I'm trying, I really am. Now see, I really love these colors. They're so vibrant, and they are rainbow ships. They rainbow ships. Some people, you know, they may see angels, but that's okay. The rainbow colors are absolutely beautiful. And these, again, these photos that we're looking at right now, they were taken yesterday around 2:06 a.m. or 2:07. I can't remember the exact time, but we can zoom up. I don't know what they want, but I will say this. You see these ships like this? Look, this is something that I've noticed. These are all about the same length. All these ships are about the same length. And I took a picture when me and my daughter went to town to get a bite to eat. I like to take her to town on Friday nights. That's our time together. Just get something to eat. But in the sky was so packed full with these ships, and they literally were stacked one upon the other, going in like towers of these ships next to the sun, yet the sky was so white, heavy white. And this time I saw gobs of airplanes, probably around 4 or 5, doing the chemtrailing, trying to layer this so thick. But when I worked the photo, they were all about this size right here in the same length, but they were stacked one upon another like towers all around the sun from the bottom up. And you know how if you had like a thing of dominoes and it started to lean to one side? This is what those did. They started leaning, but yet they were like leaning against others that were stacked up too. So this is why they were spraying the sky so much. Yeah, this is yeah, this is neat because now I'm realizing now for the first time they're all the same length after seeing them stacked up on one another into night sky. And I didn't put no pictures on the Facebook of them at all. So let's look at this. Oh, I want to see that there is a ship up there. There's a ship at the top of here I'd like to zoom up on. I can't see it too well. Let's see at the tippy top. See what we can zoom up on. That is pretty neat looking. Right up here. And this is in no way, shape, or form a meteorite or a rock. Okay, these are solid objects. Some people believe that these are angels. I'm not going to say they're not. I'm not going to say they're not. The one thing we can agree upon is that this is no ordinary cloud. This is not normal to be seeing these in the sky. It is not. That is one thing I think we all agree on. Something definitely is happening in the skies above. Boa noite, Rio de Janeiro, changing colors, and you knew it was looking at it and it was getting brighter. Yeah, feel free to comment on here. Let's see this. There's a great big one down here. It's kind of long, if I can get down there. Yeah, I do believe that these can connect to one another. They have little I don't know, notches in them, like Legos. You know, you have to ask yourself, why did they invent Legos, you know? Where did they get the idea of Legos? That's quite interesting. I'm going to go to look at this right here. And I did adjust the contrast and the black point and the exposure to try to bring out these ships in here, because you do have to work the photos that you get, and if they're not in the photos, you're not going to bring them out. I don't care how hard you try, you will not be able to bring out any of these. Do these show up in a video? Rachel, the only way these would show up in a video is if I were to take a video when I'm taking pictures in the sky. These are enormous, okay? I saw these into night sky layered one on top of another. And there are pictures that I have posted that show these. I don't like to take videos while I'm driving. I really shouldn't be taking pictures while I'm driving. It's a little bit haphazard. But no, I cannot get these. I can't see these orbs with my own eyes in the sky. I cannot see these. If I could get a video of exactly what you're looking at right now, I would get it. I would share it. I would be sharing it. There's no doubt about it. But to view these, you can get them in the clouds. They're cloaked in the clouds, and they're very big. My problem is I work night shift, and I don't get to see. Of course, I'm not working tonight. I took the day off. I don't get to see them when the sun sets at night because I'm in the building, and I don't get to see the sky, which is a big bummer because that's when you can see these ships the best, sunrise and sunset. So to answer your question, I haven't got these, what you're looking at. I couldn't, I wish I could get that in vibrant colors like that. But no, I haven't. But if I do, I will share it. I'll do it live if I can get one. I'll be live video. Yeah. Again, these are the rainbow ships. And you know, you have to ask yourself about, you know, what about these rainbow warriors? What about that? It's not a myth. It is not a myth about the rainbow warriors, the rainbow ships, or the rainbow in the sky after it rains. There's something about the rainbow that brings hope. Okay, it brings hope. Rachel, they do reveal themselves to me. Let's look at these down here. I am seeing more and more of these in the sky, like this. These look like they got eyes, one here and one here, one here and one here. And they are up in the sky. That's how they look in the sky. Okay, something just dawned on me. Okay. Seeing this red here, this is the red that we see when the sun is rising and the red that fills the sky when the sun is setting. This is that type of red that they try to spray and spray and spray and keep it from being so red. I really am wondering how this red shows up when I work the photos. I know it has got to be in there. Otherwise, it wouldn't show up in it. So yeah, this is the type of red. That's interesting. I really wonder what the sky would look like if they did not spray. Wonder exactly what we would see. Look at this. I don't know if it's an eye here, an eye here, if it's just like a ship or something. But yeah, these are very interesting to me, and I really do like sharing them. I'm sorry if this is going to be a long video. I'm going to just apologize to you ahead of time. It might be a long video. Some people may get bored, but I haven't had a chance to share these pictures lately. I think it's neat that they come out of here, this like sun. Well, you know, we see the ships. We've seen them with our own eyes and caught them on camera when we're looking up at the sky, that the ships flying in and out of the sun, and even on the coronagraphs, the LASCO coronagraphs, they're flying all over the place. Yeah, this was the one that we were looking at, that rainbowy one with this kind of little bit blurry. Trying to zoom up that close. It doesn't want to be zoomed up that close, so I better not do it. Well, thank you. I do like these. The red is a vibrant color. You can see that these ships, these UFO ships, you can call them crafts, you can call them angels. They are coming out of these orbs. And some of the the stars in the sky do take on this shape also. At least the ones that I have done filming, do live videos on. And others, they are round and they do move. They're like living. So they could be like big living motherships that smaller ones come in and out of also. And I don't have all the answers. This is going on a year now, a little over a year of sharing photos. And I've learned a lot. I've seen a lot. And a lot of people have learned too. We learn from each other. It's highly possible that the sun is a doorway for the ships. That is very true. And you know what? I know people say, you know, there's no way that they could fly. Anybody could get any craft could get near the sun because the sun is so many whatever degrees hot it would melt. But you know, they've got advanced technology, and you know they got this metal. I'm sure they got metal that can withstand heat, and I don't know if the sun is hot like they say it is. I really don't. But it doesn't matter nonetheless. These ships are up there. They do fly in and out of the sun. We've seen them with our own eyes. We've seen them on the coronagraphs and all of that. Okay, Shaking, they're everywhere, and I truly believe someone is calling them more and more. Well, you know what? I've heard that some people believe that the more we look, and the more we have a desire to look, the more that we'll see. And when we take pictures, oh my gosh, it says that my laptop is going to lose its battery life. Oh, please don't. Let me see how many percent I got left on my battery on my laptop. 24% remaining. I hope I can make it through this video. I forgot to plug in my laptop. That it could open up a portal for these when we take pictures. But no, really, if like it's like when you have someone come visit you, you know, or you meet someone new and you like them, and they like you. Well, they're going to come around more and more. This is what I would liken it to. Uh, you could think of it that way. If you like a person, then you want to spend more time with them. You'll want them coming around more and more. But if I didn't like seeing these and whatever, they would not come out. And it's the same for everyone else also. Space is negative 500 degrees, and it could be. It really could be. I don't get to watch documentaries or TV or shows like I used to. I never really was a big avid TV watcher ever in my life. Just every now and then. I can go, and I do go, weeks without even looking at a TV, turning a TV on, or even looking at the news. I hear about it from others and stuff. Yeah, where does the sun come up with the oxygen? We got any theorists out there? I'm not one to answer a question like that. I'm just here to share these pictures that we're seeing. I hope my battery on my laptop holds up. Let me see how many percent remaining now. Still 24% remaining. It's just so neat, you know, looking at it like this, it looks like it's alive. Oh, wow. These pictures, they really are fascinating, even to me, to just look at them, the beauty that they contain. Because it's not something that we see every day. It's like we can just zoom and zoom and zoom and wonder what's out there, what's behind this, is what I'm thinking. If we could see further behind what is behind this, it's like we got a big microscope. Oh my goodness, it's really it's really nice to look at. You're welcome, Shawking. These are huge. Oh yeah, look at those. I really do like using my laptop in a dark room. I'm in a dark room to look at these because I think it's so interesting. And these appear to be, they kind of remind me of the zigzaggedy ships that shoot across the Lascaux C2, except when we see these like this, they are connected and they have a color of their own, because these do look like the rectangles standing up like dominoes like that. I just wonder where do they come from? It's just so neat to look at them. I'm trying to get down here to the one part down here in the photo, like this one down here. So, whoopsie. Let me move my cursor so I can't see my name on there. And I think it's safe to say that these are, we can see that these are bigger ships than these, so these must have more power to them, more, maybe these are smaller, like commanding ships or something, or angels, because you see they're not all the same size, so they all must, they have to have a different row than these have to have a different row to play than these, because we have lots of these, and then we have different sizes, and then it gets a little bit bigger with these ships. And I know we've seen much clearer pictures like these, but I can't pick and choose. Now see, have we been through all the photos yet, or am I just showing? Oh yeah, I think I'm showing this at a more. Yeah, so here's those ships right here that have been in the photo, and now here's what they really look like. Um, hey, okay, remember when you see pictures of the tornadoes and sometimes you'll see like windows in them, like these UFO windows, and how big it is? Look at that. And I guess they drive these ships. They ride in them, they drive them. I don't know what they do, and they're watching us. They are definitely watching us like we're watching them. And it's just such a curious world. It really is. This is a larger picture. I remember when I first started off and I was getting these pictures, and I kept having tons and tons of people coming to my Facebook page, and they wanted pictures. They wanted to examine the pictures. They wanted the real photos, and I thought, why do you need the real photos? I don't know why a person would want a real photo, because, you know, I was new to this. And then I found out that you can do photo forensics to see if the photo is real, if it was actually, a picture actually was taken directly, a direct, whatever it is called. So I tried to upload one of my photos into something like I don't know if it was the cloud or something, and I didn't know how to do it. But these are directly taken. But yeah, they wanted to know if it was real. And I really don't, I am sorry if there's no one else taking pictures that look like the ones that I've got. Okay, I don't, you know, I use a clip-on lens. That's about all I can tell you. A clip-on lens, if I was to go outside right now, it's night out, it's dark out, and I probably will tonight. I'll put the clip-on lens on and take a picture of the night sky and with my flash on and see what's out there. This is a bigger picture. And I did adjust the tint on here, the coloring on here. You're welcome. I enjoy sharing because I like to look at these also myself. I don't really get to spend time looking at the pictures and examining them myself because I'm just trying to make sure you all see them, and I just yeah, I just don't take the time or have the time to look at them. Um, I don't think they're faces of dead people. You know what that reminds me of? Those are faces of dead people. It reminds me of this Lord of the Rings movie or something when they're walking through the swamp and they're taking a shortcut, and there was a great battle that happened, and then he said, "Don't look down." And when I guess Frodo looked down or somebody looked down, the face in the water, it came to life and about got them. Yeah, there's dead faces in the water, but I don't think these are dead, unless the dead have life. You know, death is that's another realm. Death is another realm that we go to, but you really don't die. Yeah, so let me see how much battery life I have left. 23% remaining, so we're doing great on the battery life. It's lasting a while, so I think that's wonderful. Here we have some more of those. Another image of these ships right here. I can't tell if I'm repeating these or not. No, I'm not repeating them. You can't really these are zigzaggedy ones. You see the zigzaggities? I don't know what to call them. I really don't, except the zigzaggedy ships coming out of wherever they're coming out of. But you know, when they spray in the sky tonight, it was so heavy and so thick, and I could see indentions in the sky like this, like little perforations, indentions where something was behind the thickness, the blanket of spray that was up there. You could see it just straight across the sky, and that's what happens to these. They come out, and then they get covered up in the skies where we live. Sucked out from the last pole shift. I've not heard that theory before. Oh, that's kind of interesting. And again, I apologize for this being a long video showing these pictures. It is a pretty pastel colors. I think there is another one of these in here where it's a tad bit darker because I changed the, just moved that brightness on it right there. Thank you, Kitty. We could have another pole shift, like a big ice age. It's almost like it's alive, looking at it, moving. And sometimes, you know, if you have taken a picture and you're zooming up and you got your camera on a tripod and you look, it looks like it's moving in the night sky. Namaste, Philip. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen this color or this shape before in a picture. So I thought that was a little interesting. Let's see if we can get up here to this right here to see what is happening up there. Well, I guess that's what's happening. Let me go to the next screen. I think I loaded 40 photos. That is the maximum you can load to the Facebook at one time. You can see, now this could look like an angel with wings. This is the larger picture. Let me try to zoom it. I have to wait till the comments move out of the way. This is the larger picture. And I could have put these pictures in a slide and talked while it was being played, but I can't really zoom up on them or interact. So again, these are just, this is just larger photos of the smaller ones that we saw. Okay. I had to do a timeout because it was distracting. Let's see if we can see anything else right here. No, it's just like there. So I had to put someone in timeout, and that's okay. I don't like doing it, but I did it. That is so strange. Oh, yeah, I love these rainbow colors. It's just so neat looking. They really are. I do believe that these are what people see at times up there in the sky when there's rainbow clouds or whatever. They can light up. I was in my yard riding my lawnmower one afternoon cutting grass, and I looked up at the sky, the southern sky, and I saw this beautiful rainbow cloud. It literally appeared out of nowhere, and the colors looked like this. And I thought, oh my gosh, I don't have my camera with me or nothing. And then I thought, I'm going to go get a camera. Went in the house and it disappeared. But it was beautiful rainbow colors. Absolutely beautiful. Well, this was those two that we zoomed up on right here. I got to get that cursor out of the way. So that they were between these two big orbs. living light orb beings. They create these orbs from their own living light. Um, that would be plausible to think, yes. I think there's some truth to that. I really do. I think they do create their own light. Let's see if we can see what's over here on the side. Hello, Mike. I'm just trying to zoom up on this light. Yeah, this is one of the most vibrant ships I've ever seen. And if we look close, I want to look close. I haven't looked close yet, but I want to look close. Look at this. It's got many layers of light. Many layers of light. How close can we get? I see a face right here. You see it? Right there. One eye, and I don't mean to poke your eye. That wouldn't be nice at all. Oh, look, it looks like maybe one here also. Yeah, it does look like a being right in front. And it is true. I do believe that they are beings up there. But I think it's just so beautiful, rainbow colors. And I feel peaceful energy from looking at them. I really do. Peaceful, very, very peaceful. Yeah, well, thank you. Just looking at this does create a feeling of peace within me. And I can feel the energy of it in my running down my left arm all the way down to my hand. I can feel the energy from it just looking at it. And it's a very peaceful, healing, very healing. Yeah. Yeah, that one's just so neat. Look at that. This is the first time I'm zooming up on this. That is so neat looking. And I'm sorry I'm so kind of quiet. I just like to just take in the beauty of it. I really do, and the peacefulness. It looks like, let's see if I can get this cursor over here. Well, I was going to say, I don't know. I just they're connected together to form this. I think that they can be one separate entity, and or they can connect themselves together and become bigger and conjoined, kind of like conjoined twins. But these right here, they can separate when they want to. It's very beautiful colors. It really is. I would probably like to watch this on my TV when I go to sleep. Maybe it put me to sleep. But I just can't get over it. I really just like to just stare at it. Chilean astronomo. Yeah. So we have more of them. Let's see what this one looks like. If we can zoom up on this one. I really do like looking at the rainbow ships because their colors are so beautiful. Now, I can zoom up really close when I do a YouTube live doing this, but I cannot zoom up this close when I try to do a YouTube live outside. This is pretty neat because we can still see this image. So let's try to go to the next page. Yeah, these are really dark, but I put them on there anyhow. And I think that these hose, they're like openings, and it appears like there's some type of cloud-like or some kind of colored things that come out of them, and or whatever comes out of their openings right here for some reason. We're back to the very beginning, to where these ships were taken. So let me see, the battery life is now 21%, so we're doing great. 21%. I want to show, that was from yesterday. Now I'll take you over here. This is from the 21st. These are the pictures from the 21st right here. And I'm not always going to get the same clarity at times on these pictures when I take them because of the conditions outside in the sky. So they're going to look different at times. And if you look at these, just look how it has the light pastel colors. Like if you can see the hint of green and pink and stuff, it really is like the other dimension blending in is what it is. It's like this is the background or what the other dimension is like. It has those colors in it. Now these may not be so rainbowy, but that's okay. And if they're not, I probably won't spend a lot of time. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Is there someone in this ship up here? There's two brown things at the top of it. Oh yeah, this is some beautiful colors. It reminds you of the song Sweet Low, Sweet Chariot, Coming Home to Carry Me Home. Yeah. Coming forth to carry me. Oh, I didn't know that was the name, Coming Forth to Carry Me Home. Because it goes, if you get there before I do, coming forth to carry me home. Tell all my friends I'm coming too. Coming forth to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot. Yeah, I remember that song. Coming forth. Okay, now I know it's coming forth. Two aliens 50 billion miles away to come see me. No, they're already here. And then if they were 50 billion miles away, it must have took them many light years to get here. Many, or someone opened up a wormhole and they didn't have to travel all those light years. They just came right through, materialized. And you can see we have them coming out of here also. These are darker. I didn't lighten up these in these photos. Sometimes I have time to work the photos, and then sometimes I will just try to get them out there. I don't have too much time to spend on the photos, but I do. I used to spend so much time on the photos before I had to work so many hours. They changed their frequency and zoom in. Yes, that's true. And you know, they changed their frequency and zoom in. It's kind of like us when we have the same old thinking in our mind, and we can't see clearly. But the moment we change the way we think, then we're able to see things more clearly. And it all starts by changing our thought process. Well, I know that doesn't have anything to do with changing your frequency and zooming in. Well, it might have something to do with it. Um, and I was looking at some pictures from September of last year. And some of the pictures that we're seeing now were the ones that I first started seeing last year in September, around the time the observatory shut down. And at first, when I seen them, I thought, oh, they look like big jellyfishes and stuff. They just puffed themselves up. But they weren't. And some look like big giant rocks that were stacked one upon the other. Big long rocks, these UFO ships were. They were like 4 or 3 triple decker ones, but Roxanne, 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 I am a AKE. Why are certain people's messages deleted? I didn't delete anybody's messages. If you see message deleted, somebody must delete them. I didn't delete any. I put somebody in a timeout, but I didn't delete no message. Yeah, sometimes people delete their own message, and I don't think I have. Hello, Serge. Um, oh, Roxanne, it happened to you a long time ago on my channel. Well, I believe that. I do believe that. It's not happening now. The soul has certain guidelines. What's the soul mean? The soul, Soul. Um, now we can zoom up on some of these ships. I really don't know what's underneath them when they're like that. Hello, Rachel. Gina, can you see these with your eyes at all? Like maybe they look like specks, or can you only see them with your lens on? Um, I can see these with my eyes. In the clouds, in the sky, I see them peering out from behind the clouds. I don't see this color at all. I don't see no yellow, although I did see the rainbow ones have been manifesting themselves in front of me at times in the sky, and they are humongous. But this exact thing right here, no, I'm not seeing these colors with my eyes, and I'm certainly, let's see, I wish I could get them in video on this color, but they are enormous, and they did appear in layers. They're all the same length like this. They appeared in the setting sun this evening. They were literally like stacked one on top the other like a tower of dominoes laying flat. And then to the side of them, there was another one leaning on top of another one, and the sky was so heavily sprayed. And I thought, what is that? And then now looking at these, with these all being like the same length, it was those where they were stacked up one on top the other of each other. Oh. Who are you all talking about? She has control of the internet, it seems. Could be artificial intelligent. Somebody has control of the artificial intelligent. Oh, yeah, I think they do. And you know, if you just think about it, I was speaking with my daughter today. I said, Kayla, I said, now, you know, when we get new computers, you don't have the disk drives anymore. All you have is a little USB drive. So first you had the square disk, then you had the little CDs that you could put in. Now the new laptops and computers, they don't have nothing like that unless you get an external CD drive. I got one of those, and I'm thinking, you know, and before long you're not going to have the USB ports because everything's going to the cloud. There'll be no tangible things that you can have of your own. And if something were to happen and our electricity went out, or EMP, there is all the knowledge, all the information. It's gone because it's stuck up there in the clouds and you don't have no control over it. When it's up there stuck in the iCloud, say all these pictures or whatever, what this was the only place they existed on the internet and in the iCloud, and something happened and we no longer had access and we could no longer see them, well, then they're gone forever. And only the few and privileged would ever get to see them. And that's strange if you think about it, because we used to have Polaroid pictures and things. I think I remember one time, I don't remember it, I remember reading about how all the books were burnt. They didn't want people reading any books, and they gathered up all the books and burnt them, and artworks and stuff, and then there you go, it's all gone. Um, so it's like, and even our language, some don't even know how to write anymore. It's all on these uh, iPads and computers. I can see how, I don't even want to think about it. I really don't. You've seen, you've seen so much right now in your pictures. It's amazing that when you focus, it's showing things that you believe are meant to be seen for choice people. Well, I know they want to stop me. Well, that's okay, because this, whoever's meant to see these pictures will see them. That's how I feel. And when the day comes and I no longer show these, then that'll be fine. We'll have showed them for as long as I'm meant to, and we will have known what we were meant to know. And you know, this is interesting. I've seen a lot of people sharing photos of, like, they zoom up on these orbs. They show up and they take the pictures and they get really big. And then this one woman, Victoria Linguist, she zoomed up on this light being ship, or a Merkaba or something, and she caught it. It literally, it was going around in a circle. You could see it making its loop. It was so excited, and these things are living. They are living balls of energy, living beings, and it was a really interesting video. If you have a chance, you could look at Victoria Linguist. I think I'm saying her name right. But yeah, she captures some wonderful things. I've seen a comment. I'm sorry, I paused to read some comments, and I was looking at this picture. Let me see, to zoom this out to see these big ships. But these ships are all about the same size. Um, oh, that's, well, you have some amazing captures, but they are not in the sky. Yeah. The iCloud is just so bizarre to me, and it's like being forced to be a part. Well, and here's the thing about the iCloud. I have over 25,000 pictures on my phone right here, and I've had to get this OneDrive to automatically upload my pictures, and then it uploads them to another thing, a Seagate that I've got. But if I just went to plug my phone into my computer and say, hey, will you just log these on my computer itself onto my computer's hard drive, it will not do it. It won't do it at all. It automatically wants to send it to the iCloud. and or to the OneDrive. Okay, now I've got the message. I'm on battery saver mode at 20% remaining, so I don't know what it's doing to me. Yeah, but these ships, they're all about the same length. Right here, the same length. And they do have the ability to connect to one another and layer themselves up. I don't know what they're doing. I really don't know what they were doing in the evening sky. Why they were stacked one upon the other like they were. And they must have had a purpose. And then we were just flying up there, spraying the chemtrails so heavy. They were non-stop spraying. And you could see it's like somebody behind a curtain and pushing their face up against the curtain. That's what I saw in the sky in certain areas while they were spraying. It's like somebody was trying to push through that curtain, that layer, that veil, because they're right there. And if they're right there, what's keeping them exactly right there? Why aren't they coming all the way out of it? I think at times they do come all the way out of it. Yeah. And I know these aren't as colorful as the rainbow ones, but yeah, they're so different. I don't really like looking at the darker ones. Let me look down here at the bottom. Um, yeah. So these are like these zigzaggedy ones that we do see on the Soho Lascos. Um, I don't know how many I've put in here. Okay. I've had to put someone in timeout again, and I don't like doing it, but I will do it because I'm trying to talk about these pictures right here and share them with you all. Oh, that gets a little blurry. I don't want to zoom up on that because we can't really see that good detail on these. Just that these were taken on the 21st. And you can see I did not put much time into doing these pictures at all. I tried to just rush and do it. And when you rush and do it, you can't really bring out the picture quality that you want to bring out when you do that. Yeah. Let me see this right here. Yeah, so we can see that they are, and this is what it looks like up in the sky when they spray. It's like these are behind the spraying, the heavy, thick layer of spraying, and you can see that they are coming out of that right there. What is the large white on the right? I think this has a delay in it. It has a delay in it. But these are coming out of this covering, this veil. Look right here. You can see one almost trying to come out, but it is somewhat covered. Look at that. You can see it's covered. There is a layer right here that it wants to poke through, just like these. And it's so interesting. It's quite interesting. It really is. because this has the layer in front of it, the little veil, and this one has made its way through for some reason. Let me do this. Even down here, you can see that this is like making itself come through there also. Oh, the picture before, let me see, something white. What is the white something? What is the large white on the right? That's supposed to be the sun, and it's not the sun that I know right here, but these are coming out of it. It's so strange. It really is. It's like they're all in it. There's like a ship up there also. Yeah. So that's what that was. Let's get over to these, and really it is. They're just like, they're behind this layer of something up there, thick chemtrails or something, or their own dimension, you know. It's just, it's so different. It really is. And I do apologize for this being a long video. I don't even know how long I've been doing this video. Oh my gosh, would you believe that this video, I think it's going on 1 hour already. I've been doing this video for an hour. This might be a record for me. But I think because I'm going through 2 sets of pictures, but you can see that there's ships all around. And they may look tiny here, and you can see them all in one space. But if you look up in the sky, they're all in the sky, and they would be scattered around in the sky like this also, except at times when the sun goes down, then they want to be all around the sun for some reason, because the sun is very important. I think it's very important to these ships, and not just these ships, but to a lot of other ones, and a lot of people. Otherwise, we wouldn't put so much effort into hiding the sun when it goes down. Whoever heard about that? Hey, let's spray this chemtrails and let's hide the sun. Hide in front of the sun before the sun starts setting. Let's start spraying right away before it sets. And then while it's setting, let's spray some more. And then once it's set, let's spray some more so nobody can see anything. And let's start spraying the sky when the sun starts, before the sun starts rising in the sky. Let's spray it really heavy so people can't see the sun rising. So if they can't see the sun rising, why are they spraying it before the sun begins to rise? Is there something on top of the sun, above the sun, that they don't want people to see that rises with the sun? And or why do they keep spraying the sunset before the sun sets? Is there something beneath the sun that was above the sun as the sun rose, and as the sun sets, it's now beneath the sun? Is there something they want to hide before the sun sets so we can't see what's beneath the sun? Sorry for that long, drawn-out whatever. But there must be something that is traveling with the sun that they don't want people to see. There's something above the sun when the sun rises, because they spray it heavily. And then there's something as it makes its way across the sky. Whatever's above the sun makes its way to the other side of the sky, and then it's underneath the sun, and then that they spray it so we can't see it, because if they didn't spray it, then we'd be able to see whatever it was. Let's look at these ships. That's just too cute. I saw some comments. Awake and active. Well, you know, you have so many comments going, one continually after the other. It was quite distracting for me. Even though I did not comment on them, it is distracting. And I will put people in timeout if they have comments like that, one after the other, because I can't read all the comments when I'm trying, and I can't concentrate. So let's look at these so we can see that there are a lot of them. Yeah, there really are a lot of ships. Let me see this right here. Okay. Yeah, there are a lot of ships. And just a friendly reminder to you all, I know there's a lot of people who are capturing and sharing things on here. There really is, on their Facebook pages and their channels. And I don't like to do this. If you come on here and you're saying, please come to my channel, but I don't want to take away from what Gina's sharing, please come to my whatever, look at my pictures and whatever. I've got those too. If you come on here and you continually are saying these comments one after the other, it is quite distracting. And I am going to be thinking, okay, you want people to see your pictures. Well, I know you probably have an audience, and we want to see your pictures, but there's a right way and there's a wrong way to do it, okay? There's a right way and wrong way to get your point across. There really is. So yeah, there are a lot of pictures, a lot of ships coming out of there. Now look at that. That's pretty neat. These are real ships, but yet they look so tiny on here. They really do. I just like to sit and look at them to see what on earth is happening with all of these, because there's so many. And you can see that they push themselves right through that veil, that thin layer. Looks like it's a thin dimensional layer. It really does look like that. I know that there's a delay in here. I want to see what are going on with these ships. And for the record, it does bother me to have to put people in timeout. It really does. It bothers me because I do have a conscience. I'm a peaceful person. I'm a patient person. But you know what? I'm also trying to show these pictures and share them with others on here. And I don't really have much time to do that. And I like to take my time when I do this and concentrate. Hello, Brittany. Hello, Mouse. Yeah, this is a pretty clear picture of these. I can't really, I know this is a really long video. It's extremely long. This is the bigger picture of the one that we were just looking at. At all. But if you're commenting and your comments aren't coming on the screen, I only put one person in timeout. I have not put no one else in timeout at all. Yeah, it did. It looked like a city with buildings. Oh, well, now we got some more clear pictures that we can zoom up on to see what we can see. This particular shape, I've seen that on the Soho Lasco, and it appeared white on their thing. And I was looking at that picture just the other day of the ship that was this shape on that. Your eyes are opening, yeah. So there appears to be some type of a layer that these are coming out of, like a veil, like another dimension or something. It's like a substance. It's like when you go through a very, very thick fog, but then if you walked through a bunch of cobwebs, if you came through a bunch of cobwebs or something, I don't know, let's see. This is really neat. I'm glad we got some more clear pictures on here also. Oh wow, look at that. Let me just hold that right here for a moment. I think I would like to share this video on my Facebook page also. If I were to go upload it, it would literally probably take 3 hours for me to upload it because of Facebook is so slow now if I upload anything. But if I just share this YouTube video, that'd be, it wouldn't take so long. Let me see if I can like get all of those in there. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, now see, here they are. And this right here, this was, I don't know what this one was, but this was a new ship that showed up. It only showed up this one time on the 21st. I haven't seen it again in my other photo, so I don't know what it was doing, but it came and it left. It came and gone, or else a bunch of these connected and made one great big one of these, but it's gone. Look, you can see the little face right here too. Like a dark circle eye, yeah. So yeah, you can see that this was the whole picture. Someone said, Nicole Reed says, this looks like a portal and it's going into it. And yeah, I guess so. Well, we know that there are ships that come and go in front of the sun, behind the sun, and they fly all around the sun. I think we've came to the very beginning of these photos. No, we haven't. So this is that ship up close. And wait a minute. Okay, scratch that. This was the moon. This was the moon. I've just now remembered that. This was the moon that was in the sky because I pointed the camera at the eastern sky. The moon had just risen on September the 21st, and this was the moon. I thought, what is that? And you know, I see how it looks so strange right now. It looks really strange, but that was the moon. Okay, we're back to the very beginning of the photos right here. So this will bring us to the end. Hello, Fifth World. Yeah. So this brings us back to the end, or the very beginning of the photos, and this will be the end of this because I'm going on 75 minutes. So it's probably going to be 76 minutes along. And it was interesting. I'd like to sit and watch this myself. Maybe go to sleep and see how these pictures look. Yes. Yeah, if you all get a chance, you watching this, you should go over to Fifth World's channel. She captures some really neat and interesting things also. Oh, you're welcome, welcome, Fifth World. I haven't really been on here lately very much, but I'm hoping to fix that. And also, I know I mentioned a few weeks ago that I was wondering if anyone was interesting. Did you find that yours develop over a few days? Mine's, yeah, it is true, yeah. I was asking whether or not you all would be interested in getting, you know, just some calendars and photos and I don't know, things made up with these pictures in them. Well, I'm already going forward on that, and hopefully within the next 30 days, I will have some inventory built up with different things. So yeah, thank you all for all that input that you gave on it. I know that it is a lot of work, especially doing my full-time job also, but it's okay. Everything, I like, I like sharing these pictures, and it is a good way to get these images out more and help more people awaken to this whole new world that's right here. You too, She King. You too. Or Shaw King. I'm sorry, it's so small. I couldn't really see it. Yeah, Fifth World. I know. And it really is. That uniform. It is a good way to get the message out too, because I really do. We know that all of our big agencies or whatever, they know that these ships are out there, but they really can't come right out and tell people. And I do know if I'm saying something that they don't like, they'll shut me down in an instant. But that's okay. I'm just going to continue to do that. Yeah. I thank every one of you all for being patient with me through this whole entire video. We are now at 78 minutes long. Thank you for watching with me as I talked. Now I'm going to see if I maybe one day can sit and watch this and fall asleep. It seems like it'd be relaxing looking at the pictures. It really does. So thank you once again. Thank you to everyone, and hopefully we'll see each other again online. You're very welcome, Sese Yazirel.